Good morning, Hebron High School. I'm Clark Kent.
And I'm the Nerd. Today on Hawk TV, we'll take a look into the Hawkeye switching from a hard copy paper to online news, a student with a unique hobby, and the last home game of the season. With the school constantly moving forward with technology, the Hawkeye is the latest organization to go digital. KJ Tinsley gives us the story.
The Hebron Hawkeye has been a newspaper read by many students throughout the school. But this year, no newspapers have been put out, because now the Hebron Hawkeye has its own website.
This is what's happening to newspapers all around the country, all around the globe. Basically, they're transitioning to more of an online presence. So if our goal is to prepare students to be journalists, if they decide to pursue that after high school, then the best way to do that is to keep up with what's happening in the real world.
We're using WordPress, and so that's giving us a lot of options and ways to present content, and I'm really excited in the fact that we're actually making the transition over now.
Last year we were basically taking whatever we put in the newspaper and just copy and pasting that online. And of course, nobody knew about the website last year either, so nobody was looking at it. And we really haven't announced it yet this year. I guess the story will basically do that for us. But so yeah, it's definitely grown over the past couple of years.
I think that the medium for the news is changing, but the news is not. People still need to know what's going on around the world. People still need to know what's going on at Hebron.
The Hebron Hawkeye can be seen at www.hebronhawkeye.com. That's it for news. I'm KJ Tinsley. Now back to the studio.
One student is pursuing a very unpopular sport. Sophia Kraft gives us the story.
At the age of 4, freshman Megan Westhazen and her family left their home in South Africa, searching for a better life in the United States. In return came many opportunities, one of which is not common to the average American person.
Well, fencing is a sport that definitely takes a lot of dedication. You have to go to the practices, you have to work out outside of it. I'm not sure exactly how you would describe it, but I think it takes dedication and definitely love for the sport. I like how you feel when you start fencing. It's with other sports you have it as well, but when you fence, I don't know, you just go into a state of pride, I guess.
Megan's coach, Nellie Avanek, believes fencing is a great all-around sport that anyone can do.
You just have to start with one level, and there's always new level to reach in fencing. Even if you're even there are people who go to the Olympic Games, there's the next level, the next Olympics.
Just like other athletes, Megan has experienced physical injuries. Despite the setbacks, she continues to work hard and improve her skills.
I've almost been run into a few times. You get a lot of bruises, obviously.
It's addicting. It's you just can't stop. So, and the older you get, the more you understand the sport and the more you want to fence.
Megan's goal is to someday earn a spot on the U.S. Olympic fencing team. For Hawk TV, I'm Sophia Kraft. Now back to the studio.
Thanks, Sophia. We'll be right back.
Bucket. Bucket. Bucket.
Welcome back. Micah McDonald and Courtney Foster review a local haunted house in this week's entertainment.
This week on the Halloween edition of Entertainment, we decided to visit a haunted house.
We chose the Barnyard Haunted House in Arlington, Texas to show the scariness that involves in a haunted house and why this should be your first choice to go.
People ranging from all ages stand and wait for the thrilling fare that Barnyard Haunted House has to offer. From blaring neon lights to even hosting haunting wedding ceremonies, it seems like this haunted house is carrying the key to a successful Halloween.
What makes your haunted house scarier or better to attend than the others?
Oh, without a doubt, it's the psychology that we employ, the psychological aspect. We really like to attack all the senses, from the floor plans to line of sight, architecture or design. We're going to hit you from every angle, so I believe that gives us an edge over the other haunted houses in the area.
From beginning to end, you're greeted by long hallways, frightening pictures, and chilling music in the background. And after getting a chance to explore the haunted house and even getting a chance to see the control room where everything is managed, it's safe to say this is a place you need to experience to believe.
The Boneyard Haunted House will be open up until November 2nd, so make sure you check it out.
I'm Courtney Foster.
And I'm Micah McDonald.
Have a happy Halloween. Now back to the studio.
Thanks, Micah and Courtney. We'll be right back.
After an overwhelming response to Hawk TV's Twitter, we try to pick the best tweets of the episode. Let's take a look.
At Muzzylicious, sports, movies, hot dogs, but no fine arts. Shout out to at Duke Myers 2, currently watching Hawk TV from Wakeland High School through FaceTime. At Reed Sibbs, Coach Carr's class loves Hawk TV. At Mandy Kerpiel, Hawk TV, I miss you. At Emma Signs 22, the main guys are hot. At Cameron_Tate, Hawk TV needs to have a segment over parking lot etiquette.
Be sure to tweet at HawkTV_HHS or hashtag HawkTV for suggestions and comments.
Welcome back. Cross country is coming off of a first place finish at district. Jessica Hoyos gives us sports.
Thanks, Andres. After a strong showing at the district meet, cross country travels to Lubbock tomorrow for regionals. Eric Ahn brings us this story.
After the meet against Denton Ryan, Marcus, and Flowermount, the varsity boys finished in the pack with Hebron Blue for their first district championship, with 3 in the top 10 and the rest in the top 20.
It was our first chance to see Marcus's full squad. Every other time we raced in the season, they've held back a couple of their top runners, so this was our first chance to see us, our full team, against their full team. And also in the race, they were all kind of up front at the first mile, and but we fought back, and it just came down to who was willing to respond at the end of the race. So
Lady Hawks strongly finishing second by only 2 points behind Flowermount, with 3 girls in the top 10 and 5 in the top 15.
It was tough. We've been racing them all year. Really good competition, and we raced as hard as we could. It was them, us, and Flowermount to the finish, and we fought the entire time, fought back, and we won. It was tough, but it was a good victory.
For our last home game of the season, the Hawks take on their district rival Louisville at the Woodshed tomorrow night. Eric brings us more with this story.
The Hawks claim to get their momentum back after 2 blowout victories against Ryan and Flowermount. Now facing Louisville and Marcus as their last seasonal matches, they expect to finish off with the upbeat district record of 4-1.
Well, we always have had a rivalry with Marcus, and we haven't beat him in the past 4 or 5 years. So we're really just going to approach it like we've approached every other game and practice hard and go out there and do our best.
It's usually a good game. We've struggled the last 4 years against them, so we're really looking to turn it around, and we think we have a better team this year, so we can hopefully pick up a win. Hopefully we end the season on a 4-game win streak and head into playoffs with a 4-1 district record. Hopefully we can win and go deep.
Our goal is to win out. If we win out, we'll have a solid record in district. We'll be 4-1 in district, and that'll give us a pretty good game in the first round of playoffs, and hopefully set that foundation to go 6 rounds deep.
This is Eric On. Now back to the studio.
That's it for sports. I'm Jessica Hoyos. Have a happy Halloween. Now to the Hawk Challenge.
And that's it for today's broadcast. I'm Jacob Johnson.
And I'm Andre Slickage.
Have a happy Halloween.